Hi. Over the next 9 segments, you and I are going to work together on 48 simple stretches with Akram's help. Akram, we are going to start with some standing postures, and I'm going to stand up. I'm going to have you stand up with me as well. As far as possible, I'm going to call out the names of the postures. So before we start any standing postures, you want to make sure you get the foundation right. So I want you to understand, we're going to workshop about 6 postures every 10 minutes. I want you to understand the natural position for our feet. Notice how Akram's got his feet is toes apart, heels together. In yoga, we are trying to bring a balance, and we're going to bring our toes. We don't want to bring our toes all the way in. You don't want to go knock-kneed. You want to bring the insides of your feet parallel. Chin is level to the ground. And when you have your chin level to the ground, you can be sure that actually all the oxygen is going straight to your brain. So here's what we're going to do. Keep the insides of your feet parallel. Press your palms in. Keep your elbows out. That helps you stay in the moment. All your yoga practice will give you a lot of benefit if you just keep your posture in an alert position. So if your elbows are down, you're going to notice your mind is going to start wandering. So hold it the way Akram is. Bring your hands a little bit below the chest, just below the chest. Now here's what you're going to do. Keep your eyes open. Inhale. Take your arms up. Hasta Uttana. Watch Akram and me, and I'm going to go tilt back just a little bit and exhale as I go back. Akram, stay where you are. I'll inhale, come back to the center, and Akram's going to also stay there with me. Keep your abdominals nice and firm. You're going to exhale, fold from the hip. Pause at midpoint. Keep exhaling. Wherever you are, you don't have to touch your toes. Wherever you are, keep the connection. So place your hands. I notice Akram's fingers are just itching to touch some part of his leg. So Akram, where you are is good. Just don't push your knees back. So you want to stay with your hands on your shins where you are. Now the idea is to be able to get a nice straight stretch of the spine. This is Padahasta, hands to feet. Now here's what you're going to do. The next one is a little bit tricky. We're going to inhale, bend at the knees, and bring our arms up to shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. This is Utkatasana. Utkat is just a seated, it's like you're sitting in an invisible chair. Inhale, come up. Exhale, and release. Akram and I are going to face each other now. We're going to move this chair. You may not need it right now, so we're going to move that out of the way. That chair is there just to let you guys know you can practice sitting in a chair. You could also wear everyday clothes. Akram's got jeans on, so I'm going to be very forgiving of you, Akram, in case there are postures where it might get a little bit difficult. So we're going to face each other. Bring your feet out, and I'm going to use my little cheat sheet, place it right there, actually, so both of us can see it. And for those of you who are watching and stretching with us, you might notice we have a postcard right there in front of us. You can also go to my website, yogaxpress.com, yogaxpress.com. Now, when you have your feet out, Akram's got socks on. I'm going to pretend that he's got rubber dots under his socks, but you want to make sure that you have traction under your feet. So Akram, if it gets slippery, feel free. You can take your socks off, you'll be a little safer. He's going to take his socks off. He had these big riding boots on, so I said, nah, we're going to spend about a minute taking those off. But socks are okay. Make sure you have traction. So once those are off, you can just push them in the back. Going to bring your feet out about 3 feet apart. Where are we? There we are. Now, keep the insides of your toes parallel to each other. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height. Palms are facing down. Now, very slowly, very gently and gracefully, you're going to turn your right foot out. So the heel of the right foot, we're workshopping these postures. Remember, we're just going to do 6 postures in every segment. And every time I say hold, it's always hold your posture, not your breath. Whenever possible, I'll use a breathing called Ujjayi, and Akram and I will show you later how to do those breathing techniques. Now, lean a little to your right. Good. Exhale, dip your right hand. We're not bending the knee yet. Keep your knee straight. Bend your right hand. Dip your right hand in front of your right foot. Take your left arm all the way up and turn to look up at the raised arm. So you want to keep both the palms facing each other. Now, because Akram has jeans, I'm being very forgiving, but I can't forgive myself as much. So I'm going to try and go as deep as I can. Inhale, let's come up. Turn your right foot in, turn the left foot out. We're going to do the same thing. Lean a little bit to your left. Good. And we're not bending the left knee just yet. That's another, you're ahead of yourself actually. Another posture called Veerabhadra, that's warrior posture. Now I'm going to turn my left foot out so the heel of the left foot is facing the arch of the right foot. Lean a little to your left. Exhale, dip your left hand in front of the left ankle. Right arm goes all the way up. Wherever you are today is fine. And I'm going to face, both my palms are facing forward. That's good, Akram. And you're turning to face the raised arm. Inhale, let's come up. Now turn your left foot in, turn the right foot out one more time. And this time we're going to do what Akram had already anticipated. We're going to bend the right knee. So your right foot is out. Once again, the heel faces the arch of the left leg, left foot. Inhale, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, bend the right knee. Very gently, we are going to transition into the next posture. This one is Veerabhadra. The next one is called Veerabhadra is brave warrior. Next one is called Veerabhadra Kona, warrior ankle. Basically, you're going to take it a little bit deeper. So, not too bad with your jeans on. Good. Exhale, dip your right hand in front of your right foot. Take the left arm all the way up. Now, this may be a bit difficult if you have your jeans on. I just want you to know that it's possible to stretch in anything you're wearing. Hold it for one more breath. Inhale. Let's come up. And once your arms are at shoulder height, straighten your right knee. Turn your right foot in. We're going to do the other side. Turn the left foot out. Turn to look at your left, the tip of your left hand. So at basically the tip of your fingers. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee. Keep exhaling. Dip the left hand in front of the left ankle. Right arm goes up. As high as you can, that's perfectly all right. Now, inhale, come up. Turn the left foot in. Exhale. And release. Now, you can heel-toe your feet together. And we're going to turn to face the front of the mat. Now, I want to share, I believe we may have about 2 or 3 minutes. I want to share a few breathing techniques with you as well, because when you are in a position, in a posture, you actually want to be able to exhale freely. Inhale happens. You don't have to worry about the inhale when the lungs are, devoid of air. Air will start rushing in, but you need to be able to get it out so that more fresh air can go in. So we're going to just press our palms in I think we're doing pretty good for time, so I'm not sure if we have for this segment, we probably have another couple of minutes. So we're going to press our palms in and take a deep, here's what you're going to do. You're going to breathe through the back of the throat. So you're going to take a deep, our palms will still stay here. You can keep your palms together. And you're going to breathe almost like a loud whisper. And I'll demonstrate one time so Akram can follow me and we can do it together. And then you hold your breath by locking your chin. You bring your chin down, hold it. Bring your chin back up and release. Now let's try that together, Akram. Inhale. Lock it in. Release. Now we're going to get back on the floor before we do the next. Actually, maybe we won't get on the floor just yet. Actually, we will, because I want to share one more breathing technique with you. Akram, since, again, I have to be so forgiving today because you are wearing jeans. So if you're going to be uncomfortable sitting for too long, we can come up on our knees. You know what? How's that? Is that better for you, coming up?
Sure.
Okay, this is much better. I'm going to share one more breathing technique with you before we move on to the next segment. So here's what you do. Make a little telephone with your right hand. You can leave your left hand wherever it is. If you want to place your left palm on your hip, that's fine. Fold the middle two fingers in. The thumb is over the right nostril. And here's what you're going to do. And in fact, you can fold because the ring finger for me is the longest. So the ring finger is going to be holding the base of the left nostril. So fold the first two fingers in, right? And then the ring and the thumb is what we're going to be using. So inhale through the left. Hold with your ring finger. Release the thumb. Inhale through the right. Hold, press and hold with the thumb. Release the ring finger. Now at home you can do 3 rounds of that. This is 1 round of alternate nostril breathing, anulom vilom. Alternate nostril, you want to make sure that you get fresh oxygen to both sides of the brain. The right side of the brain is the part that actually is the artistic side, so it helps build creative juices. It helps enhance your creative juices. The left side of the brain is the logical side. So you want a nice balance in life. You don't want to be one of those totally artistic people and then fly all over the place, but you also want to live in this world. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sit down. No, we're not going to sit down. We're actually going to stand.
I can use the chair?
No, that's fine. We're just going to take a 5-second break. So that you can use a chair, of course.
Sure.
But we're going to take a 5-second break. And feel free if you want to sit on the chair for your break, or we can just stand because we've got a few more standing postures in the next segment. So here's what we do. We are going to do a little bit of a back bend. How are you with back bends, Akram? You good? Back bends?
What's a back
How's
bend?
a back bend?
Oh, you mean like
where you're
like
going to
this?
bend backward?
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. Let's face each other.
It should be good for my spine.
It is good. And I remember you mentioned your back too, so it'll strengthen your back.
I have herniated.
So you do, and now
and these are exercises I usually,
these are
usually
exercises
do.
that'll
Yeah.
strengthen your back.
Yeah.
Exactly. So actually, I'm going to turn so you can see how to place. The heel of your palm will be just above your buttocks. So that's where you place your palms, and you want to push the elbows back. Now this one is a bit of an intense posture. Don't push yourself too far. You only want to go as far as your body will take you today. There's no need. And if you're in pain, if you have back pain today, you don't want to do a back bend.
No, I don't have back pain.
Good. For those of you out there, if you're not in pain but you have back issues, this is a great posture to strengthen your back. Take your elbows back. Inhale deeply. Lift your chin up. And as you exhale, you're going to glide your palms down the back of your thighs and dip back. Keep going down. Bend your knees if you have to. As far as you can go is perfectly okay. Inhale, come up. Tiryang is reverse inversion. It's an intense inversion backwards. Now you're going to do a forward inversion. Bring your feet out about 3 to 4 feet apart, and as before, put your brakes on. So bring your toes in. Inhale, take your arms up to shoulder height. Palms are facing down. Now turn your palms open. Inhale, keep inhaling, take your palms all the way up. Exhale, hinge from the hip. Pause at midpoint. And right here, this is the point where I wouldn't suggest Akram go any deeper, but I'm going to take my feet out a little further. Make sure your toes are in to hold your balance. Keep exhaling, go all the way down. Now, if your palms don't touch the ground today, you can go further ahead and bend your knees if you need to, Akram. That's fine. You just want to make that connection, so you don't want to be in midair. So you want to bend your knees a little bit?
Sure.
I know with the jeans.
I should touch the ground?
Typically, if you can, and you know what? This would be a great time for you to use the chair. Let's do this. Let's do this. Why don't you get your feet out? And you can touch the chair. That's more than enough because, you know, you have restrictions with your clothes, but you just do the best you can. Keep going. Good. Prasarita Padotan. Prasarita, widespread. Padotan is feet. Widespread angle of the legs. So you're going to go down, hold it for 2 more breaths. Keep inhaling. And with every exhale, try and go a little deeper. And Akram, you want to keep your hands on the chair. Just dip your head between your biceps. Wherever you are today is fine. You should feel a delicious stretch in the back of your legs. Do you feel that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Good. Press your palms into the chair or into the floor. Inhale, come up halfway. And then you're going to heel toe your feet a little closer till it's safe to take your hands off of the mat. Inhale your arms up to midpoint. Hold it right there at shoulder height. Keep inhaling, come all the way up. Exhale and release. You calling me names yet?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
This is great.
Feels good, right?
Yes.
Bring your feet together. We're going to turn to face the front of the mat. And we may not need the chair for a while. After the next couple of postures, we may need to do some balance postures. We'll use the chair then. Insides of your feet will be parallel, but you can now keep it hip width apart. Kati chakra. Kati chakra is spinning wheel. So Akram, you can stay where you are. I'll go back a little bit because we don't want to hit each other. Here's what you're going to do. Both your palms come in front of your chest. For me, this brings childhood memories back. You know, we used to just get so bored and you just keep swinging your arms. Literally, that's what we're going to do. It's very relaxing. It helps you let go of any tension. But in yoga, we're actually going to do it very consciously. You're going to use your breath to take you deeper. So before we actually do it, I'm going to teach Akram and the rest of you who are watching how to actually use your breath with your movement. You're going to inhale when your arms are up here. Your elbows are up. Very nice. Your elbows are nice and straight. Keep your palms open, nice and straight. You don't want to fold them in because that's where you get all your energy. You know, human beings are like lightning conductors. You know, we're getting all the energy from outside. We're going to take a deep inhale. As you exhale, swing your right arm out. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. And good. You notice how Akram's face naturally turned to the left and to the right following his arm. That's exactly what you need to do as well. So this time, just make sure that your feet and your hips do not turn with your hands or your head. You want to just keep, and we're going to do it both ways actually. We're going to first just do, the arms are going to go out and your head will turn to follow the hands. Take a deep inhale. We'll do about 2 or 3 times. Faster. Now, feel free to use your hips. Take them all out. As your arms keep coming down, you'll notice you feel a nice sense of, you know, relaxation you feel. And then we're going to slow down. Very gently, we're going to slow down. When we were kids, we used to do this all the time. And we never used to do the formal one with the breath, but it's like, oh, I'm getting bored. Can I do something? Can I eat something? You know, you're getting bored, you want a snack all the time. And that's probably how I developed my snacking habit. Kati chakra, spinning wheel. So when you start going faster and faster, your arms keep coming lower and lower. Now, the next one is a balanced posture, and I'm going to suggest to Akram that he use a chair. Now, whichever foot goes up, you're going to use the chair in lieu of that leg. So if you're going to take your right leg up, even if I tell you guys at home, even if I tell you to lift your left leg up, if you lift your right leg up, that's fine. Just remember, you've got to also balance on the other leg. So I'm going to transfer my weight to the right leg, and I'm going to turn forward. And actually, that's good. So you can lift your right leg up. Okay, that's fine. You've got the chair on your right side. Left hand on the left hip for balance. Now, the tree position, Vrikshasana, is, it needs a little bit of focus. So you're going to look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. And the further away it is from you, the easier it is to hold your balance. Turn your right knee out. So lift your right heel off of the mat or the floor. Turn your right knee out to the side. So first get yourself in position. And then look at a point that doesn't move. I'm looking at the clock, but that clock keeps moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to look at the legs of the camera, of the tripod. So inhale, lift your right foot up as high as you want to go today. You don't have to go too high. Now, Akram, and for those of you at home who want to use a chair, use the back of the chair as a prop. And I'm going to use my hand as a prop. Remember, we really don't need props. Your body is your own prop. So when you don't need the chair, get rid of it. And if you feel comfortable, bring your palms in front of your chest. And one hand is fine if you're holding on to the chair with the other hand. Oh, it would be interesting holding on with the leg, right? And I'm going to take it up and see if I can hold my balance. Exhale. And release. Very gently. You don't have to take your leg all the way up. You could just have it at your ankle or at your calf. You just want to avoid the knee. So the knee is not a very good place to put pressure on because you could move your kneecap. Now I'm going to try the other leg. So Akram, you may want to move the chair to your other side. Now, how are we doing for time? We are good. I think we have another four minutes, right? Okay, transfer your weight to the right hip. Now, transfer your weight to the right leg. Place your right hand on the right hip for balance. Raise your left heel. Turn your left knee out to the side. Now, that already brings you halfway into the posture. Now, you can keep your heel right there at your ankle, in which case you may not need a prop. If you want to take it a little deeper, lift your left foot up, place it at the calf. You want to go a little further, you can go up all the way. I'm going to have to look at something that doesn't move. Let me see what, okay, the cord there, the camera cord looks good. Now attach the sole of the left foot to the inside of the upper right thigh. Now, even though I notice Akram has got his hand on the back of the chair very lightly, ever so lightly. So I'm going to challenge you, Akram. If you want to just look at a spot that doesn't move, let go of that hand. Take your time, and you don't have to go that high, but that's good. Nice, very nice. That's okay, that's okay. Remember, just like in real life, if you fall out, you always want to get back. You always want to get up and keep moving. And that's okay. Akram, hold the chair. Look at a point that doesn't move. And very gently, I'm going to bring it down. I came down a little sooner than I had hoped. That's because I didn't want to fall off. I could actually feel myself losing balance. And that's okay. You learn to forgive yourself as you go as well. Vrikshasana, tree position. Now, the next posture also involves balance. And for this, I might place Akram's chair maybe just so you don't, I want the viewers to be able to see you. Maybe our cameras will see from so they'll pick up from the side. So I just want you to be safe. Right foot in front of the left. Take your left foot back. Both feet face forward. Now, we are not going to hold on to the chair just yet. Now, in my case, I haven't placed a chair in front of me. I probably need it, but I'm going to try the best I can. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Now, stay there. Inhale. Tula Danda. This one, you're going to look like a set of balancing scales. Tula Danda means balancing scales. So inhale the arms up to shoulder height. Turn your palms out. Keep inhaling. Take your palms all the way overhead. Clasp your palms together. Then you're going to come on this leg, so which means you might have to shift your left foot forward. Very gently exhale, lower your upper body, raise your left leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale and release. We're going to take the other foot forward. Take the right foot back, bring the left foot forward. Both feet face forward. Inhale the arms up, palms facing down. Then turn your palms at shoulder height. Turn your palms out. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way up. Now I'm going to lean forward just a little bit. Once again, because this is a balanced posture, again, you want to look at a point that doesn't move. And this time you may have to look at something a little close, a bit of a challenge. We'll get there. Exhale, dip your upper body, raise your right leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale and release. You know, it's like when we are young, our moms tell us, don't do as I do, do as I say. So if I come out of a posture too quickly, that's because that's where my body is today. But if you're able to hold it for a little longer, maybe a couple of breaths, I want you to challenge yourself and do that. Also, in the interest of time, we're not doing it 3 times, but I recommend that every posture, we want to do it at least 2 or 3 times. Number 1, to redeem ourselves. The first posture, we're trying it out. The second posture is there to redeem ourselves in case we made a mistake. And third one is to actually feel that elevation. Oh, wow, I'm feeling great here. So that's what we are working towards. We have one more segment coming up. I'm not sure again how we're doing for time, but I think we're doing pretty good. So we probably have about 8 minutes. Transfer your weight to your left leg, and you may want to keep the chair maybe to, let's bring it inside here. Yeah. Transfer your weight to the left leg. Now you have to figure it out because you're going to actually lift the right leg up. You know what? You have your chair on that side. I'll transfer it on the left leg. That's okay. Transfer your weight to the left leg. You're going to inhale and hold your left big toe with your left hand. Exhale and extend it out in front of you. So inhale. Does that work for you with the chair on your right side, or you want to move it the other side?
Let's try this.
On the other side? Okay.
I'm
You
supposed
want
to
to
hold
hold
it with the left hand.
with the left hand. That's why I thought maybe it's safer.
Well,
Yes.
there's no way
And
I'm
your
going to be able to do
toe.
this.
That's fine. That's okay. No, that's fine. What you're going to do, you can also adapt. That's fine. You can hold your ankle. Do that. Hold your ankles. Okay, and I'm going to hold my toes. Exhale and extend. Inhale, release. Exhale, bring it down. Now we have a couple of minutes left for the third segment, so you want to move the chair to the other side. Inhale, bring the right foot up. Exhale and extend. Wherever you are today is fine. Inhale back. Exhale and release. There's one more balance posture. For this, you may want to bring the chair, or you may want to be behind the chair. So bring the chair in front. It's called Natarajasana. Transfer your weight to the right leg this time. You're going to hold on to the left ankle with the left hand. Inhale the right arm up. You'll feel a lovely stretch in your quad muscles. Exhale and dip. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale, and then the other side. You always want to make sure that you balance both sides. Inhale the right foot up. Take the left arm up. Exhale and dip. Come up. Release. I'm going to shake it out a little bit. We have probably about 30 seconds. So let's sneak in one more posture because you are doing this in segments today. So transfer your weight to the left leg, one more balance. So keep this, and don't worry about the arms, Akram. I want you to just try. Actually, don't worry about the legs. Try the arms. Leo, don't worry about the legs. I'm going to try and cross my right leg over. Left arm over the right. And just get your arm, left elbow over the right one, Akram. As far as you can. And the right arm goes under. That's it. Very gently release. And then the other side. Right arm over the left. Let's see if I can hold that. Garudasana, Garuda, eagle. The next segment we will begin again with this position. So if you missed out on this one, that's fine. Inhale and release. We shake it out. Well, while the tape is still rolling, let's do one nice relaxing position. Take your arms up, cross over, hold on to the opposite elbows. Exhale and fold. And just do a little bit of a movement. We're nearly there. Place your palms on the mat. Take your left leg back. And this time you don't have to go to the mat. Just take both your legs back one at a time. That's good. Adho Mukha Svanasana. That's a downward facing dog. I'm going to come down and we will see you in the next segment. That's good.
That's
Yeah?
good. Yeah, thank you.
Sounds good. My pleasure.